You are watching JuveTherapy channel. Today is Monday. Weather is nice. Yeah, I have food on my plate. I should be happy. But you know what? I'm not. Because last night, Juve played against Lazio in the Supercoppa. And they got battered. Yeah, and I say battered because the result kind of actually lies. Because after first half hour, I thought, yeah, this is gonna be tight. But once the referee blew for halftime, there was no question. Lazio were much more organized than Juventus. When the lineup was posted, I was kind of surprised because we started with Gigi Buffon in goal, and then we started with Alexandro on the left back, with Chiellini and Benatia in the center backs, and we got Andrea Barzagli on the right back, and that was kind of a strange move. Yeah, he got smashed by Neymar in the preseason, so I really isn't impressed with him at right back, and it confirmed my suspicions that yeah, he was awful. And in the middle of the park, we got Miralem Pjanic and Sami Khedira, and on the wings, we played with Juan Cuadrado and Mario Mandzukic, with Dybala in the middle and Higuain up top. So basically, the lineup was more or less the same as we played against Barcelona for the Champions League final. But the outcome is also, unfortunately, the same. We had a guy who was our voice in the center backs, amongst the center backs, but he decided to move to Milan because it's much more comfortable, and you get your captain's armband, and you'll be happy. You get more salary. Yeah, you're a happy guy, and you're gonna play against crappy teams in Europa League. Yeah, good for you. But Juve, we lost the voice at the back, and I'm sorry, but Gigi, I'm not looking at him as the guy who will slaughter his players because they did a mistake, or he will probably make some shouts here and there, but that's it. And Chiellini also not that guy. He will probably is an example by doing, not by the voice. And Benatia I never even heard. Not to mention Andrea Barzagli. As a leader. He probably as well as Chiellini, learning by showing his skills, but not as a leader per se. So at the back we have actually no leader, and that showed yesterday. We had no organization, no concentration. Benatia was all over the place. Chiellini was actually the only guy who kind of stood his ground. But basically that's it. And we had the same lineup as last season, but without Bonucci. And why is that? That's actually quite a legit point. Why did we do it? We started with Cuadrado on the right wing, and he was awful, embarrassing, and I was very happy seeing him leave after an hour or so, being subbed for Douglas Costa, who actually impressed. So Juan Cuadrado, he can't get past his man because he's unable to dribble. I don't know what happened to him since Fiorentina days. When he gets the ball, he stops and then does his quick move to the right, and then supposedly the defender will be past him. But that was not the case yesterday. He lost the ball tons of times. Yeah, very poor. You sucked, Cuadrado. That's what I say. It sucked, really. And on the left-hand side, Mandzukic, he isn't actually a left winger, so and because of we play him at the left wing, Higuain just isn't being used properly. So 90 million for that guy is just being to waste at the moment. Yes, I know he scored tons last season, and yeah, he's a quality striker, but we're not using his qualities as we're supposed to be doing, like with proper wingers and with Higuain in the middle. No. We're messing up everything, and basically Higuain just lifts being left alone as a striker, just like against Barca in the Champions League final. Yeah, and our goals, they came from set pieces basically. Stunning free kick from Dybala, of course, no question. But and then the penalty. Of course, Juve gets all the late penalties and whatever. But that's not the point. It was a penalty, and it was 2-2. But was it deservedly? I'm not sure. At that point of time, yeah, maybe. But the game as a whole, not a chance. Not a chance. And of course, Lazio scored, which is very unlike Juve to let in the goal at so late stage, and especially after you get back from 2-0 to 2-2. Impressive enough, but poor display from Di Chiglo, who came on for Benatia. And do not let it fool you. Lazio were better than us. We only scored those 2 goals because of set pieces and because we were exhausted. They ran like dogs for the whole game, and they were much more competitive. They were much more organized than we were. We are thinking, yeah, this is only the preseason. We're doing lots of mistakes, and this is not the league game at all. It's just a stupid trophy. But they all matter, as some Twitter account mentioned. That all games that are professional games, they all matter. So yeah, I'm astonished by the display from last night, really. And yeah, you keep talking about the new midfielder that will come and save the day, but that won't help too much. That won't solve everything, because we still need the voice at the back, which we are missing because of this stupid ass who went to Milan. So we need that guy. We need that leader. And if we can take some positives from that game, is actually Dybala went out this morning and said that this is not acceptable. This is very poor display. We are playing like a small team. And this was actually the first time I saw Dybala speak in that way, which is kind of refreshing. He almost kind of, you felt a bit Del Piero kind of leadership from him. This is just not good enough. And this is the leadership we need, because right now nobody's talking. Everybody's just looking at themselves and at each other and like, what is going on? Why did you leave that ball? Juan Cuadrado, why did you lose that ball? But I'm not gonna shout at you because this is only first game, and yeah, we're all tired. But this is not just not good enough, is it? Embarrassing. And yeah, some people blame Allegri. Yeah, I see the point, but because why did he start with those wingers? But this is the guy who trusts in his players, right? And this is Federico Bernardeschi, Douglas Costa, Mattia Di Ciglio. They all came on, all new guys. Maybe it's some trust issues because they're not implemented enough in the system. I don't know what's the point, but you saw the reaction from Costa, partially from Bernardeschi. Not impressed too much because, yeah, he played like 10 minutes or so. But you saw the difference between what Cuadrado did and Douglas Costa. Total different worlds, actually. So, yeah, really poor, as I said many times. Now, player ratings. Well, Gigi, I have to say he'll get 1 out of 10. I'll give him a 5 because it's not mistake from any of the goals. So I'm not gonna blame him for the goals. At left back, Alessandro, I thought he was quiet. I thought he was okay. Some unusual technical mistakes, but he was also not the problem for the goals. So he's not the reason we lost 3-2. He's not the reason because of our poor display. Chiellini was the only guy who actually went in the game and went to battle. He looked like a leader by he set an example by his doing again, but not by leadership. So I give him Alexandro, I give him a 5. Chiellini, I'll give him a 4. Benatia, I'll give a 2. On the right back, Barzagli, I'll give him a 2 as well, maybe even 1. Poor, not his fault, of course, because he's being put on the right back and being run at constantly all the time. So imagine if Keita Balde was there. Oh, oh Lord. Yeah, no, it's a 2 for me. It's a 2 for me for Barzagli. In the middle of the park, I'll say Pjanic will get a 3 from me. He was the only guy with technical ability in the middle of the park who tried, made a lot of mistakes. Not particularly impressed, but still, without Bonucci, who's going to pass the ball? So I give him a 3. Khedira, I'll give him a 2. He needed at least 5 to 7 touches to make a pass. Looked out of his depth, looked tired, looked... he didn't know really what to do, which was surprising because those two played for a big part of last season together, but without Bonucci there was something missing. He didn't actually know what to be, where to be. So yeah, I wasn't too impressed with him. Cuadrado, oh my man, I'll give you 0. You sucked, my friend. Every time you got a ball, you lost it. You get a free kick, a cheap free kicks. You were running at your man, but you didn't really do anything. And I was surprised to see you at halftime. So 0, my friend. Do better. Mario Mandzukic, I'll give you 1. Just because you were not used properly. You're being placed at the left wing just because of your ability to go up and down, which is fine. But where were you? There were no need for your up and down work rate because they didn't attack that much on the right flank, and Alexander could very well cope with that without your help. So I even know what to do with you on the left wing. Just put you on the bench and get Bernardeschi on the left wing instead. Get some penetration on the wings and give the ball to Higuain. Dybala, I'll give you a 4, 5. I don't know. I'll give you 5. Stunning free kick, that matter, but a lot of mistakes as well. I'll give you 5. And penalty is a penalty. I won't give you any extra points just to give it to kick a penalty. Yeah, you still have to score it, but a player of your ability should do better. So I'll give you a 5, and that's being partly generous. And Higuain, I don't know. Was he on the field? Did he get the ball? 3. That's what I give you. I'll give you 3. Just maybe it's partially your fault. I remember one pass was from Douglas Costa, stunning cross on the back post, and if he was a little more up to it, I bet he would have scored. But yeah, he wasn't there. But except for the whole rest of the game, I can't even remember him. So is it his fault? I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But partially we lack those wingers. We need this penetration. Remember Napoli, when he played at Napoli, it was excellent. You know why? Not because of his quality alone, but because of the players around him. So Hamsik, Insigne, Callejon, they did the work for him. Now he's all alone. So yeah, disgusting. And 2-3, we'll lose the Supercoppa. I'm disappointed. Other Juventini probably disappointed as well. For us, it's not just the cup. This is the first official game of the season. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I'm baffled. So yeah, in the weekend we going up against Cagliari. I expect the performance. I expect the response. I expect 2-3 goals at least. I'm tired of seeing Higuain being not used properly. This is getting annoying, to say the least. And we're gonna ship goals. We're gonna ship a lot of goals if we're not getting the organization back into back. If we're not get somebody new even. Very, very quiet from Marotta about the center backs. Probably we're gonna stick with Banatia, Barzagli, Chiellini, and Rugani. Are we going to win the league with those four? I'm not so sure. And yeah, for Rugani, this is his season. Why didn't he play last night? Yeah, lots of questions to be answered. Probably won't get those answers. So, yeah. Cagliari on Saturday then. I'm... hey, yay! Looking forward! It will be nice! Serie A season starts again! Yeah, you'll hear from me just before the game. I'll be doing the another episode with a preview. Gonna take a look at the Cagliari, how they play, and how we're gonna field our team. I expect a performance, as I said many times. So I'll see you just before the game. Probably I'll do an episode on Friday or even Thursday. We'll see. And please subscribe and follow me on Twitter at JuveTherapy. JuveTherapy channel on YouTube is now live. I'll be doing some tweets from this new account. Hopefully you'll follow me there. And yeah, see you on Friday. Hopefully. Forza Juve! Fino alla fine!